What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Today I've got an interesting reaction for y'all. We're gonna be watching a video called the Cenat rebrand failed. Now obviously you guys know Cenat hasn't been streaming I mean, maybe not obviously. If you guys are not aware with what's going on in the streamer world, we got a streamer named Cenat, one of the biggest streamers if not the biggest. I guess he's taking a break, so I don't know if he's point is he's one of the biggest ever, right? And Kai's been taking a break as of recently, just working on some different things, taking on some different ventures, and the world has been receiving this very differently, right? And there's a couple ways to go about this, and like that's kind of why I want to react to it and give it my opinion, where it's like, I don't know, a lot of people are saying that Kai is doing this performatively, or what he's doing is a money grab, or this, that, and the third. And it's like, I can kind of see where people are coming from when they have these opinions, because it might be frustrating to see somebody print so much money when you're not making as much and you feel like you're working harder or you deserve more, XYZ. But it's like, on the other hand, we got to remember that Kai's just a regular guy like the rest of us. He got lucky to a point where he was able to make a lot of money early, but at the end of the day, he's 22, 24 or something like that. Like, he's just figuring out life, and at one point he wants to pick up a new passion or change his career or do something else. And it's unfortunate that he has to go through this change in front of the world, because he is getting tormented for it. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't agree with everything he got going on, but the issue is like, he's just changing in real time in front of the world. And so it's like, I don't want to sit here, like I said in my last video, I don't want to kick a guy when he's down. So it's like, this guy's going through shit, and I want to be able to give him the space to transform and do what he needs to do. But you know, I ain't gonna lie, some of the things I did, I was looking at a little bit sideways. But again, I want to give him grace to be able to grow and learn and just like change, right? Like, we all have the opportunity to make mistakes and figure things out and learn, but we get the privacy of doing it behind closed doors. He doesn't, right? And so watching the internet pile on him like that, I was just like, man, that's not cool, bro. That's not cool. But let's see what they talking about, man. Let's see what kind of angle this guy gonna come from, and let's give our thoughts on it.
Being a content creator and trying to rebrand yourself has proven time and time again to be one of the most challenging things someone can do. And a perfect example of someone who's struggling to rebrand themselves as a content creator is Cenat. Ever since announcing that he was going to be quitting content, he's been clowned on almost non-stop online because people are calling his rebrand performative and not authentic. Believe it or not, starting off, I was a defender of Kai, and I'm not even a fan of his content to begin with. But despite not being a fan of his content, right, I thought everybody was just hating on him for absolutely no reason.
Bro, I feel like that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I'm just looking at this shit and I'm like, bro, like, sure, like, people had their opinions to start off with, but once something catches heat or catches fire, I feel like he got hit with a snowball effect where people just started to pile up on him literally for no reason. Like, some guys just started hating on him just to hate and get reactions or get comments. Some people are just trying to say the most funny thing. Some of these guys are rage baiting. Somebody said something along the lines of like, how can you be depressed as a millionaire? And like, obviously, like, you know, that's gonna like, it's very short to the point comments, and it's like, that's gonna get some engagement. People gonna have something to say about it. And it's like, I don't know, bro. I feel like a lot of these people don't even mean half of what they're saying, but they're just saying it to add to the conversation. And it's like, even like his brand Vivette has now become a meme for something that's, I don't know, subpar or lackluster. You know, if you see something that you don't like, you might be like, oh, Vivette. You know, you see a car that you think that car is ugly, you'd be like, oh, Vivette car. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. And I've been hearing this, I'm like, damn, bro, like, this is someone's brand. And like, when you watch the videos, he takes that shit very, very seriously. And for him to just get trolled like that, like, I mean, that's just where the internet is at in today's day and age. But it's just like, it's crazy to see, bro. It's
like,
crazy.
No, man, I don't think trying to better yourself and become a better person is performative. I thought it was like that time where people were clowning on Blackboy Max for eating an apple. And then I actually started to pay attention to some of the things that he was doing. I kind of get where people are coming from now. Come on, man. You have a net worth of $35 million. It's okay just to wear the AirPods. This all started after Kai's month-long Mafiathon 3, which took place in September 2025. And this was by far his biggest. He had so many different celebrities, from LeBron James, Mariah Carey, Kim Kardashian, and he even hit 1 million Twitch subs. And hitting 1 million subs immediately just makes you the top streamer worldwide. That's like $3 million in a single month. While LeBron James was on Mafia movie-a-thon, Kai got him to cut off all of his dreads, and it's almost like the second the final one was snipped and he had short hair, deep within his soul, he was no longer a streamer. He suddenly became a philosopher. He would go on to win 4 different titles at the Streamer Awards, and it was here where he announced that he had plans of becoming a fashion designer. Shortly after this, he posted a video to both of his main channels titled I Quit, where he announced he would be taking a hiatus so he could focus more on his clothing brand. Although, good old Kai had another trick up his sleeve. He made another channel by the name of Kai's Mind 3. Thankfully, he didn't quit content altogether. I would have been devastated. Who else was I going to donate my money to? What, am I supposed to give it to an OnlyFans model? No, all they're going to do is send me pictures of their boobs. I don't want that. I want a picture of a big fat furry rubbing his belly. The things that Kai's doing on Kai's Mind 3.
Oh!
Bro, you got one more of those, bro. We this far into the video, so I ain't gonna take it off, but you got one more, you know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, don't play with me, dog.
They are completely different from the original debauchery that he partakes in on his streams. His first video is titled First Video, and he just films himself creating the channel, and this is where the performative allegations start rolling in. Like, brother, there is no reason that the film quality has to be this ass. This shit looks like a like an B video filmed on a Nokia. The Five Nights at Freddy's security cameras look better than this. According to him, the reason he's using this camera of such a undesirable quality is he wants to prove that you don't need the best filming equipment to be successful.
But the reason why I'm using a weird camera like this is I just want to show y'all that putting out content, you don't need the best thing in the world.
Finding you isn't gonna be some sort of Where's Waldo game. You're so recognizable. Like, you're already Kai Cenat. You're gonna be successful either way, even if this is a secret channel. Which, by the way, he wasn't even able to keep it secret for an entire month, considering he posted it on his I Quit video titled My Secret Channel. Hey, dude, it's not that secret of a channel if 7.5 million people are seeing it. His next video was reading for 20 minutes to help me talk better. There's a sequence of these reading for X amount of minutes to help me speak better videos. Every single time one of these videos were posted, it was like a second plane hitting the tower. Everybody was so fast to clown on him for it. The things he was getting clowned for was obviously there was some struggle to read a book, but also once the 15-minute timer went off, he then goes to show the timer to the camera and proceed reading.
Our time and location, creating and implementation intention is a strategy you can use pair a new habit.
What? Oh my god, he kept reading. This is the biggest plot twist ever. It pretty much became a trend where people would make videos of them reading, having a timer go off, and then proceeding to read as a means of making fun of him. Even his own friends, Rakai, were making fun of him for it.
It can all spark to make a strong artwork. That's how I would define this leader.
It wasn't until he showed off the timer to the camera where I slowly started to understand, like, yeah, maybe there is a little bit of a performative nature to this. It also doesn't help that after a couple of the videos, when the timer goes off, you start saying, man, the book was just getting good.
Oh shit, I didn't even hear that. Damn, this shit was getting good. Oh my god, it was getting good, I'm not gonna lie. That's what I like about the 15-minute Jones, bro. I ain't gonna.
But I'm not sure he's aware of the fact that when you're reading a book out loud with the goal of improving the way you speak, you're not really paying attention to the things going on in your divine piece of literature. No, you're too focused on trying not to stutter or stumble over your words. Unless the simple action of opening a book suddenly activated some extra neurons deep within Kai's Mind 3, I'm not really sure he was retaining too much of that information. There's also an hour-long video of him filming on his MacBook where he listens to Frank Ocean's Blonde for the first time. You know, moving away from the content side of things, he did mention during his acceptance speech of the Streamer Awards that he wanted to become a fashion designer. Sure, man, okay. He revealed the name of his clothing brand, which is Vivet. Vivet? It's French, it's Vivet. Which is definitely probably the smartest thing he could have done. You know, when I say Vivet, I don't think of Goodfellow or George from Walmart. No, I think of higher-end European brands like Balenciaga, Prada, Vivet. To prove that he's actually serious about this entire fashion design thing, Kai's currently designing his clothes in a 600-year-old villa in Italy. And this is the most obvious example of how he doesn't want to be seen as any other plebeian brand with his shit made in China or Bangladesh. No! It has a fancy name and is currently being made in the middle of Italy. Like, yes, it is going to be more expensive than the average YouTuber merch. To further prove his immense dedication, he was seen at Paris Fashion Week and was constantly carrying around this journal. And the way that he's carrying it around in all of these videos and just sightings of him, he's like holding on to his ultimate trophy. It's not like you're writing some sort of light Yagami New World Order inside of it. No, it's filled with just scribbles and Vivette designs. I mean, Kai already showed off the things that are written in this journal when he recorded himself using a 3DS and posted it, and I just think it's things like that where people write off his entire character shift as completely disingenuous. But when it comes to things like pretending he knows,
again, like I'm trying not to say too much because I'm trying to let him like speak his mind or whatever, but like I definitely see both sides, because I can see where some of this stuff feels performative, but at the end of the day, like as somebody who does content and stuff like that, I can also just understand being excited about something and like wanting to share it. My disconnect though is like, if you really wanted it to be a secret channel, why did you promote it on the I Quit video? That's my thing. You know what I'm saying? Because aside from that, like everything else, like cool, yeah, like film your thing, use another camera. The guy did make a good point, like you're Kai, like it doesn't matter if you got the newest camera or the oldest camera, you got a very recognizable face, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, in your case, gear doesn't matter, but like a random person is not gonna sit and watch my videos if my quality's not good. If my video's not good, if my audio's not good, they're not gonna sit through and bear with that because they don't know me like that. Kai's very different. If Kai's their favorite creator, they're gonna sit through it. If fucking Drake dropped a track and the audio quality wasn't the best, people are still gonna take the time to listen. They'll listen to unreleased snippets that aren't mixed because they know it's coming from their goat. You feel me? So with that being said, like I get where he's coming from, and like I get where some people are coming from. It looks like he's doing this performatively, like he's trying to build an aesthetic out of his channel and all this other stuff, but sometimes I just gotta let a man create, bro. Like let the guy do what he's doing and just let him grow and shit like that. But like I said, I definitely see both sides. So I definitely see both sides.
with certain things that he very clearly has no idea about, like having his own friends call him out that he doesn't use wired earbuds, or him so confidently calling it Viva La Vida by Cosplay.
If you could describe your outfit with a song, what would it be? Viva La Vida. Viva La Vida by Cosplay.
It's fucking Coldplay, dude. Everybody knows Coldplay. Or showing off
You
his
said what?
Cosplay.
It's fucking
Viva La Vida. Viva La Vida by Cosplay.
It's fucking Coldplay, dude. Everybody knows Coldplay. Or showing off his timer to the camera and then continuing to read to prove that he's really changing. Like, yes, bro, we know. Like, we can see.
Like what you that's the thing, but like why are you gonna say like he's showing the timer and continuing to read to show that no, bro, maybe he's showing the timer to show y'all, yeah, like my timer's done, I did my 15 minutes, let me just finish my point. It's not like I'm just going like timer's up, oh I'm done. No, bro, like I'm in the middle of a sentence, or I'm in the middle of a page, or I'm in the middle of a thought. Let me finish this thought so that when I come back to this, I'm not just coming back mid-sentence, mid-thought, mid-whatever. No, like it makes sense for me to end here or start here, like get to a little checkpoint, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know if it's just niggas is not giving kind of grace, or they're not looking at things fair and looking at both sides of things. But like some of these arguments, I'm like, bro, come on, bro, let's be fair, bro, let's be realistic, bro. What the hell?
See it. I'm pretty confident that the passion Kai feels for designing is 100% genuine. I kind of feel like he's already poured in too much time and money for it not to be, but I also believe that he's really feeling a desire to reinvent himself as a new person. The amount of success and notoriety he had all before turning 25 years old, I mean, from what I can guess, he's probably just feeling stuck because he's all 25 years old.
Damn, he's I saw 24 and then I saw December. I was like, damn, he's born on the day before Christmas?
Oh!
My fault.
I mean, from what I can guess, he's probably just feeling stuck because he's already completed one of his dreams so early on in life. So again, I really do believe that he truly wants to rebrand himself. I just feel like the way he's going about it is completely wrong. I don't mean to get all Reddit armchair psychologist, but I kind of feel like he's struggling with the idea of people not taking him seriously because of his past content. But like, it's not even like he was making anything fucking crazy. Listen, by no means am I saying that Kai would make the most riveting content. Hell no. In fact, over the past few years, I've actively disliked Kai's content because he did nothing but do funny faces and overreact at literally everything. And sure, you're going into the fashion industry, which is completely different and a lot more professional than content creation. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be hard, but it's not like it's completely impossible. I mean, we've already seen what a successful rebrand from content creation to a professional industry looks like. Take a look at Joji. This guy went from screaming at the top of his lungs in a pink suit and making burritos out of dead rats found on the streets of New York to becoming one of the largest musicians in the world. From what I've been able to see, the music industry seems just as bad, if not worse, than the fashion industry. If Joji was able to successfully divert other people's attention toward
Burritos out of rats, bro?
Oh!
I'm sorry, bro. I'm stuck on that, bro. That was crazy, bro. What the hell?
his music rather than his past antics of whatever the f he was doing, I'm pretty confident that Kai's gonna be able to do the same thing, considering he didn't even do anything remotely on the level that Filthy Frank was doing. With all that being said though, after all the people who are constantly poking fun at him for it, seeing a video where he talks about his hate wall that he uses for motivation, and then giving him more hate for having a hate wall in the first place, I think it definitely goes to show something that he's actually serious about wanting to change himself, because if he wasn't, I feel like he definitely would have just gone back to streaming. It's such a small thing, but I respect him so much more because of it. Again, I'm not denying the...
Y'all really gotta hold on to that point. Like, look at how much money Kai's making off of streaming, bro. Like, if he really wanted to do a money grab, if he really wanted to be like performant, I don't even know what y'all like. What is the end goal of being performative? You know what I'm saying? Is it to have people look at you a certain way? Because Kai already had all the attention in the world. Like, he could have been performative on that platform. Like, he could have continued to be performative on Twitch and etc, etc, etc. He's kind of switching his stage and his audience, and it's like, sure, if this goes successfully, maybe he could make a lot of money over there, but it's like he's already printing a lot right now. A lot. Especially when he was like approached with like the gambling deals and stuff. And where he was at, he could have been making a lot of money. So it's definitely not one of those. Like, that's not what's guiding his decision. And like, regardless of what you think, you gotta respect it, bro. Because like, he's walking away from a lot. He already has a lot, so it's almost like easier for him to make that decision. But still, like, not a lot of people in this position would turn down that much money. You feel me?
The fact that there's definitely some performative nature deep within it, like Viva La Vida. But you know what, man? It. I'd rather people grow up watching you read a book and change yourself and think that's cool, even if it's performative, than fucking scream as soon as a girl gets up off her chair.
I bet, go ahead.
Anyways, that's pretty much all I have to say. Make sure to follow my Twitch, my Instagram, and my TikTok, and I will see you guys next.
See, the thing is, I wasn't really familiar with Cat during the Gap phase, or maybe I was, but I just wasn't watching that kind of content. Like, I never really sit through a whole Kai stream. You feel me? I tend to just like catch segments and shit like that. So I know Kai more for his like overall personality. Like I watch like AMP videos and stuff like that. So I know him a little bit more like as a character versus like the main character. You know what I'm saying? As like somebody who balances a video, right? But in terms of the rebrand, bro, like I said, man, I feel like the hate he's been getting is kind of crazy, man. I feel like people deserve the opportunity to be able to grow, learn, change, and evolve, right? And just because he's an influencer and because he's in front of the public eye doesn't mean that we shouldn't allow him the same space to do those kind of things. You feel me? So I don't know. I feel like people are hating too harsh. I feel like people are going too crazy. And again, I do agree that some of this does feel a little bit like performative, rehearsed, whatever you want to say. But it's like, man, for him to get to a point where he has a hate wall, and like even before he had a hate wall, like hating on Kai was viral, bro, all over Twitter, all over TikTok, all over Instagram. It's like, damn, bro, like let the man live, you feel me? But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Once again, go out and enjoy Jasper Nams. If you enjoyed this, be sure to like and subscribe if you're new, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.
Yeah. I'm getting gritty on these niggas. I'm getting gritty on these bitches. Here we go, now they talking again. Yeah. I'm getting gritty on these niggas. I'm getting gritty on these bitches. Here we go, now they talking again. Yeah. I'm getting gritty on these niggas. I'm getting gritty on these bitches.